It's easy to trust God when everything is going well, isn't it? When we have our health, we have our wealth, we have our pension plans, not experiencing difficulty or tragedy, then it is easy to say all those verses of Jeremiah 29:11, where God says, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future. Easy to say that verse when things are going well. Or that passage in Romans 8, I think 38, that says, all things work together for good to those who love God and are called according to his purpose. Easy to say that verse when things are going well. But what do you do when things in your life are not going well? Are not going how you wished, are not going as you hoped, are not going as you had planned for or wanted or desired, and you're living in this heartache of why is my life so messed up? What do you do then? How does trust and faith work for you then? What's the answer then to that? And then sometimes we get that Christian guilt where people say, well, you need to pray harder, you need to read your Bible more, or you need to do this and don't do that. And meanwhile, you ache because you never envisioned your life this way or not going. It's just not working out for you. When things happen in our lives that we can't fix, that we cannot control, and that we cannot understand, it's hard. And there's that passage in Job that says, though he slay me, yet I will trust in him. How do we do that? I read something this past week that put it in very clear words. It talks about Jesus on the cross crying out, my God, why have you forsaken me? And Jesus, in his human mind, had no reason to believe that God was there, that God was good, that God was his Father, that God was loving, that God cared about him, that his life would work out. He had no reason to believe even that his death would have any kind of transformative effect in his humanness. And yet, Jesus falls into the hands of the living God, and there, in even his death, experiences resurrection. And that's the mystery of faith. Trust. Either I will trust, as Einstein says, that this is a friendly or a hostile universe. Either I will trust that God is for me and loves me and I'm held fast in his love, even though everything else in my life gives me evidence that that's not the case. Yet I will trust. So the end of religion comes when there are things that we can't fix, control, or understand, and we throw ourselves, surrender ourselves, let go into the hands of God in this kind of intense, intimate relationship. So if you're going through this ache in your life right now, kind of like I am, I hope these words will tend to your wounds and minister to your spirit a little bit. And let me share with you a brief prayer that comes out of the Sufi tradition that I think summarizes Proverbs 3:5-6, where it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Don't lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he'll direct your steps. But here, even more simplified, is a Sufi prayer I offer you that says this: my heart is at ease, knowing that what was meant for me will never miss me, and what misses me was never meant for me. God, no matter what, help me to trust. I will trust in you. So until next time, may you live all the days of your life.